come to Hawaii, people in Hawaii are very expressive. You get in a car and you go through your gears and you're sideways, the boost gauge is on maximum, the wastegate is this. You get off the gas and the turbo's like, get back on. It's just insane. First year of autocrossing, I came in second in the points championship. That was actually the only second place trophy I ever won. All the rest was all first place. 12 consecutive years was SCCA points champion. The principle of actually drifting wasn't something that was unfamiliar to me. Because living on the Big Island and growing up there, we had a lot of country road. We'd go out on these back roads and we would take our cars and we'd strip them down and use them to do like rally racing. And so, you know, driving sideways was always something that was fun. It went from Japan in the back roads and got its popularity, moved to Hawaii. Everybody here's been doing it for years, since the 90s. Our track was a 1.2 mile road course, which also incorporated a drag strip on it. It has a hairpin with a straightaway leading to a chicane, to an off camber. Then that off camber leads to a small straight that goes to a sweeper. Now the sweeper goes around the guardrails where the launch and burnout pad is for the drag strip. As it goes around the sweeper, it heads down that long straightaway to turn one. Pull out first gear, a little mellow just to get the heat in the tires. Second gear, hammer down. Blast it down the straight just to get that boost level up and the tires warm and everything warm. Bomb, turn one. Just third to fourth gear, just downshift, tight second, and just launch out a second. And you're coming in sliding, a long slide, and everybody's sitting right there, and you stick your hand out the window and wave as you're going by. You know, you come out of turn one, second gear, full throttle, shift it to third, and if you got a fast car, you're doing 100 before the chicane, and 100 is a little too fast for the chicane. There's one spot when you're on the edge of the track and you can see straight down the chicane. When you're drifting, that's too close. So when you learn that turning spot, you back it up. Clutch kick third gear at about 90 miles an hour. Then you get it sideways so you'd be in a position where you can flip it back and slam third gear to the floor just for a short period of time because you're hitting the off camber. You're this way, flipping the wheel the opposite direction. Off the throttle, the car just rotates. A lot of guys right there will just e-brake, e-brake, e-brake. It's just way too slow. So that's why I leave a lot of space. And I shift lock second. When I shift lock, the engine RPM comes up, back on the throttle, out of the off camber, with one little manji to third to set you up for the sweeper. And the sweeper balls out third gear, very top. The tires are doing 100 and something miles an hour. Everybody wants that spot. The most cameras are there because the sweeper is just all the way around. It's sick. Right after that, the sweeper is nothing but a 2-lane guardrail drag strip. The guardrail has claimed the lives of many a Nissan 240 out there, let me tell you. So it takes some lahos to go out there and slam between the guardrails. What happens for me sometimes is you get in that zone and things start to slow down. Being an adrenaline junkie, there's a reason why you like that adrenaline. It's that euphoric feeling it gives you, but it gives you the added ability to be able to focus and do what you're doing with acute ability. And that's the way I look at adrenaline. Coming out of that sweeper in high third gear, it just gives you that, why don't I go to fourth? So I'd come out of third gear, hammer down, third gear, boost gauge is maxed out, you're running like 24 pounds of boost, and you just shift right to fourth, and the car just keeps going. Fourth gear, just go, just hold them. Just hold them all the way. 1/8 mile, you come out of the sweeper, clutch kick at fourth gear right on the edge of this guardrail. I actually had double guardrail marks just shanked on the back bumper of my car. And that's a very scary move, and I've only done it like a couple times because you can just catch it too much and your day is done, your car's history. I've done it right there. One time this way, and one long one from fourth gear, down to third gear, down to second gear, right into the hairpin. And man, let me tell you, that is a rush. And so other guys started doing it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in fifth gear. Fifth gear, the tires were just still smoking, and I was just going so fast that from fifth, down to fourth, down to third, down to second, all in one angle, and I was like, I come out of that zone and go, I don't believe what I just did. I didn't think that was possible. And all the guys I was watching was like, I don't believe you just did that. So they would try, but I think I'm the only one that did fifth over there and pulled it off all the way. And I'm like, okay, that was cool, you know. Like any sport, people like to see the crashes. They like to see that mean hit from that football player. That's where drifting is. It's that spot in between where there is anticipation of disaster without the disaster. So everybody's always on that roller coaster ride where they're like right at the top of the roller coaster, ready to drop down, going. That's what drifting is. It's that feeling right there that keeps me going back. My wife called me, did your brother call you? And when she said that, I felt this feeling inside of me, something wasn't right.